welcome back to Allotment Life. Thanks for joining me for another weekly vlog. I take you around the plot with me each week and upload every Friday to show you what I've been getting up to. It's a really busy time of year, obviously. Everything needs doing all at once. The weather's great, so the seedlings are shooting up. Things need watering, things need potting on. I've got to finish my landscaping work. Like I said, it all happens at once. But let's go outside and have a look around the plot. I've been working on transforming this dig area into no dig over the last few days, and I'll put a couple of videos in now so you can see what I got up to. Let's go and check the temperatures in the greenhouse. Wow, up to 50 and down to minus 0.4. My greenhouse isn't bubble wrapped, but let's go and have a look at the temperatures in my neighbour's greenhouse, which is. The low in this greenhouse was 1.9. We have been keeping track of the temperature difference, and the bubble wrap seems to add 2 degrees to the coldest temperature, so it certainly keeps the frost off. Here are my little seedlings. I now carry them outside each morning and put them back in the evening so that they can get used to direct sunlight and feel a little bit of breeze. There we go, I think they're looking good. Today I want to sit down and pot on a lot of these. I think it's going to take some time, so I'm going to set up, get comfortable and get on with the jobs. I've gathered all of my bits and I'm going to set up in the greenhouse. I've got my cushion to sit on, my gloves, some pots, the compost, soil sieve, my little tools for transplanting the seedlings and my labels. I forgot to bring the seedlings down. That was the whole point in this exercise. Pot on the seedlings. I've left them at the top of the plot. Never mind, let's go get them. That's got a nice root system on it. You probably already know this, but you're supposed to lift your seedlings by the leaves and not by the stem. I don't think I've made my holes big enough. Oh well, that one will do. I need to take some of this compost out now. Because the root systems are bigger than I was expecting. Ta-da! Beautiful. Now just to do about 18 more. potting up the sunflowers, I just wanted to say hello to anyone that's new to the channel, and to let you know that at the end of every video I include wildlife camera footage, because there's lots of goings on with the wildlife here overnight. It's mostly foxes and cats, but occasionally we get a hedgehog, a mouse, something different like that, a bird. So it's really nice to see, and I pop that at the end of each weekly vlog. Oh my goodness, the sun is bright, it's gorgeous. I must not moan, but I might need to get a hat. I'm really pleased with the root systems on these sunflowers. Let's see if I can show you. Look at all those lovely roots. Each year I try and grow the tallest sunflower that I can, and I keep a record at the end of the season as to the highest one I grew. Last year I managed to grow one to over 3 meters, my tallest one, so that was fun. But as well as the giant sunflowers, I also do some called Evening Sun or Sunset, which are a lovely reddy maroon colour, and also teddy bear sunflowers, which are only about 1 foot tall, but they're really fluffy looking. It was the humble sunflower which sparked my love for gardening. I just had some spare sunflower seeds on the windowsill in lockdown. I didn't have a garden, so I was stuck inside, apart from my little windowsill. And it amazed me how you could plant just such a small seed, and just watching the growing process. And that's the point at which I applied to go on the allotment waiting list. So I owe a lot to the sunflower. All of the sunflowers are done, and I've got them in this tray on this matting. I've forgotten what the mat's called, but it retains moisture. So I'll give them a water now, let the mat soak up some of the moisture, and I'm hoping that the sunflowers will be okay in this greenhouse without the bubble wrap. What I might do is, I've got a big sheet of it here, and if we're expecting a bad frost, I might ask my neighbour if he can cover it up overnight. But as for the smaller seedlings that I've potted on, like these lettuce, they're so tiny and fragile still. I think they definitely need the extra protection, the extra 2 degrees from the bubble wrapped greenhouse. I've decided that I'm going to direct sow some carrots. Why not? The weather's beautiful. I've got a bed that's heating up nicely, so let's give it a try. This bed here has been heating up under the plastic for a couple of weeks, so that will help the soil temperature. I'm going to use my pole to make some lines. You should always water before the carrots go in, because the seeds are so tiny they might get washed away otherwise. Watered it, I'm now squashing it down with the stick so that the seeds will have contact with the soil, which is what they need. Carrot Nance 5, let's give these a go. Next to the carrots, I always like to do a row of spring onion. That will help put off the carrot fly, because the scent of the onion will hopefully distract them. Okay, I mustn't get ahead of myself. It is exciting to sow things outside. However, I've just had a quick look at the packaging on the seeds, and a lot of the ones that I still need to sow say May. So I'm going to hold off and just leave the carrots and the spring onions in for now. I'll cover this back up with the plastic to help keep it warm. Ta-da! That's a good job done. Now look at the chaos I've left in the greenhouse. I think I'd better have a quick tidy up. As usual, thank you all so much for watching, particularly if you watch all the way to the end. The wildlife camera footage is coming up next, and I'll see you again next Friday. Just before I go, I would be interested in knowing, would anyone like to see a tour of the plot? So let me know down below if that's something you're interested in. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Friday.